Good morning, good evening, good night, you all. Good morning, good evening, good night. Okay, I'm back. Do portals exist? See, that's the question. Do portals exist? And some people may never have heard of portals before. I'm sure they've heard of like the Bermuda Triangle and things like that, where, the ships went missing, like they'd fly over, their compasses would all mess up, they wouldn't know where they're at. And boats go over areas like the Bermuda Triangle. It affects their magnetic things on their compass, and it just spins around, and they don't know where they're at. Why is that? Why do portals have that type of effect? I just did a video of this like triangle. It's like it looked like a portal triangle on the NASA building. It looked like a dark shadow. And I immediately thought that looked like a portal. Even though it's in the form of a shadow, who's to say that beings or interdimensional beings can't go straight into that building if it truly was a portal, you all? And I think it would make much sense. It would. You had ships outside the building. I don't see any reason why something could not go through that building, through a triangular thing. If it was like a vortex, some people may not be familiar with that, but you should look it up because there is something to the triangle. There is. And I'm not saying that it's all bad and stuff like that. All I'm saying is there's portals. And that looked like a portal to me, a triangular like portal, which something could go through. What if there's some kind of meetings that are taking place behind closed doors and we just don't know about it, you all? What if that, and not just there, and we have to ask, hello, and we have to ask ourselves why the observatories in Hawaii, the last time we were able to get footage from those live webcams, the last time we got it was on December the 7th. That was it. December the 7th was the last uploaded footage of that. Why isn't any more footage coming out from those telescopes? They got around 7 up there in Hawaii on that range that's up there. So why isn't the time lapse getting out? You all have to ask yourself why. What are the cameras capturing? Because we can't see. We have no access to them anymore. And is it because there was a great big UFO, and probably still is, up there in the sky above the southern camera in Hawaii? At first we thought, what if it's a portal? What if there's a portal that opened up in the sky? Because it's a great big round circle, and it did. When we looked closer at it, it had a rim around it. And that looked like a circular disc shape. Hello there, T. Honey. Yeah, I'm sitting there thinking about these portals, and some people may not have heard of portals. They haven't, and they may not think that, they exist. I'm sure they've probably heard of the Bermuda Triangle, the Devil's Triangle, and all that kind of stuff, and how CERN's trying to open up a portal. Well, people do open up portals. They can open up portals in their yards, in their houses. Some houses are haunted. There could be portals in these houses and stuff. They're everywhere. They really are. And you could think of a portal as like a wormhole, like a tear. What if happens if we have a tear in the magnetic field? And then what if we see a great big portal opening up in the sky? There was like a trolley thing. Was it in Switzerland or something? People saw this blue spiral in the sky, and they said it looked like CERN opened up a portal. Okay, same thing with one of the SpaceX things. There was like some kind of anomaly in the sky. They said, oh, that was SpaceX as it was taking off. Is it just that, or is there something more going on? Is there something more going on, you all? Yeah. Hello. Well, I'd like to ask a question. I am. Yeah. Why couldn't that triangular shadow on the building of NASA be a portal? Why couldn't it? There's interdimensional ships that were right outside of it. And they matched these ships that we document. But these one right here, they were in the dark. And, it would make sense if a ship was to show up. They're going to do it in the nighttime. Just like at the observatories at times when we would see these lights, different color lights um, show up on the time-lapse things because there were beings, some kind of, I don't know, light beings or otherworldly beings show up at night. And the activity in the skies, it shows up at night too. Like the Phoenix lights and stuff like that, or other types of UFOs. Why is it at nighttime, you all? Why? Is it because they can travel around more without being seen? Is it? Yeah, see, there's lots of questions, and I think that, yeah, that's right. Why not? Hello there, a highball. Yeah, you are. If you're just tuning in, I'm wondering, why? Why couldn't there be a portal? And if there's a portal, why couldn't someone walk out of a portal and then into a portal? I'm sure it could probably go both ways. I don't think I'd ever want to walk through a portal personally. I don't think I want to walk through a portal. I do not, and I don't want to stick my hand in it, y'all. There's been things about, what I think we did something about that. Did a video. This woman, she saw, like, I don't know, like a Mandela effect thing, but it was like she saw these people dancing. She wanted to go near it. And I think she stuck half her body in it. Her friend pulled her out, and then she was paralyzed for the rest of her life. So she was obviously had half of her body in another dimension, maybe like a portal-like thing. Is that like the same thing? If you could literally walk up to it, would it be a portal into another dimension? Things like that. Yeah. No, you don't want to. Tam Tam, honey, you made it. Yeah, that's right. So you all, this is a lot of stuff that's going on in our world, and I'm sure there are portals open, and I'm sure there's some beings coming through that aren't very friendly beings, and or ships that are coming through. But then if there's not so good beings come through or ships, there's bound to be some good coming through also, because I don't think that they could stop, all the flow coming through, whether it be good or bad. I really think that, yeah.